There are an estimated 7 million unfulfilled jobs in America right now, and thousands of them are right here in Oklahoma. And in many cases, the reason why is simple: a lack of skilled workers. ONR's Jason Doyle reports on how Oklahoma's career tech system is working with the construction industry to change that.
More than 83,000 Oklahomans are currently employed by the construction industry, which includes many occupations, from carpenters to masons, plumbers, welders, and others. And while that sounds like a lot of people, the industry says it's not enough.
It's one of the industries in the state that actually is still adding jobs on a year-over-year basis. It's added about 2,700 jobs over the last year. It's growing around 3.3%. The overall state economy has almost stalled.
In fact, if it wasn't for the robust gains in construction jobs, Oklahoma's overall job growth would be much slower.
If you compare the overall state job gains versus construction, construction is the lion's share of it. It's, overall state is around up about 3,300. Construction's up 26 or 2,700.
To train those new workers, Oklahoma's career tech system offers a variety of programs throughout the state, including here at the Meridian Technology Center in Stillwater.
Demand is there. The supply has been lacking, but supply is growing. I should say the supply is growing. The interest is growing in the youth.
Cy Bowles is the carpentry instructor for Meridian. The program has seen a rising interest in the trades among men and women who range from high school students to retirement age adults.
Interest is great. Enrollment's up across the board in our 4 programs, which we're excited about, and then the quality of student. Not that past students have been bad quality, but we're just seeing an influx of higher achievers.
Students learn both in the classroom and out in the field on actual construction projects.
We've actually been out to a Habitat house and done a little bit of work there, and hopefully by probably the end of the year we'll be done with it.
You can learn to pound nails on the job, okay? So we're spending more time learning methods and theory. How do I get that measurement instead of somebody just saying, go cut this for me? How do I get that? So yeah, you're looking at the thought process behind the lengths of the boards and processes involved in installing material.
Bowles uses his industry relationships to create a pipeline that funnels students directly into the workforce.
Well, if you have a partnership already with people that are looking to hire your students, and they know you and they know what you're doing, it's a real easy fit. So when they call and say, hey, I need somebody, you can send them 2 or 3 applicants, and they know that, for one thing, they know what they're getting.
The pipeline flows both ways, with the construction industry funneling technical and financial support back to the schools and students.
We do a lot of work with our technology centers here in Oklahoma, helping them in their by granting scholarships and stuff for people to go to the tech schools and learn a trade and then ultimately get in the trade.
Many students begin their careers in residential construction, where the demand is high.
The need is there. Builders are staying busy. They're not jumping up and down the street, popping corks with champagne or anything because it's going that great, but they're keeping busy.
I want to be able to build my own home whenever I get more successful in life, but being able to build for others with a company that I feel will better me in the future is something that I strive for.
Oklahoma home builders are finding that getting contractors to work sites is becoming more difficult.
For us, it's a challenge. We call them, schedule a job, and typically within 24, 48 hours, they're on the job and it's moving forward. Here recently, though, it's 2 weeks. They'll tell you we're about 2 weeks out.
And that demand is putting upward pressure on labor costs.
Labor costs are going up. I just spoke to some people earlier today that said that when they do interview to hire people, that these guys are coming in with the expectation that they can name their price.
Wages also are growing by about 4.7% annually.
You're going to make more than a college graduate working at Starbucks, that's for darn sure. And so, yes, it can be a very good career.
When we're looking at the industry, the average earnings are a little over $53,000 a year. So that is above average for the state, and so that's a good salary, good income.
Over the next 10 years, projections show if you're a worker with trade skills, you won't have to worry about job security.
Construction occupations growing about 11.4%. State of the whole growing, I think, 7.4%. So about a 4% difference there in the growth rates between all occupations and just construction.
Jason Doyle, the Oklahoma News Report.
Now, Oklahoma contractors are going to have to compete with other states to get those construction workers because by 2026, an additional 1.4 million of them are going to be needed in the United States.